As a kid, I always wanted to be that motherfucker that, when basketball players fall on the floor and then someone runs onto the court and wipes that shit. As a kid, I wanted that job so bad because you get paid, you get to be super close to all the athletes and stuff, get to watch every game, and you get to clean up famous people's sweat. Like, you don't lose.
You're so ambitious, dude.
You just see Patrick run on the court, he wipes it up with his tongue.
Hey, what's up, guys? High Morale here, and we're gonna be doing another podcast. We're gonna take it back today, we're just gonna chill. You're gonna chill. How are your days, guys? How's your Saturdays?
Pretty good. Honestly, just woke up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly,
yeah, we're here.
Same here.
I feel that. I'm trying to get rid of my morning voice right now.
Good morning at noon o'clock, guys.
Good morning and good afternoon.
It's morning when I wake up, okay?
Yeah, for
That's
real.
True.
All right, Michael, what's our OBJ for today?
All right, so today's OBJ, we're just gonna relax. We're just gonna chill, talk about life, And today's episode, we're gonna call it Slice of Life.
Okay.
And
My
speaking
favorite
of
genre of anime.
Speaking of slice of life, I've been thinking, I was working out yesterday, and I wanted, because you two are I guess in the fitness department, I just wanted to ask, how do I go about coming back to the gym, after maybe 2 years off? You guys have any advice?
Remember, there's only two things stopping you from the gym: yourself and Doug Ford. Shout out to Ontario, man.
As of today,
That's actually facts.
That's actually
midnight
facts.
today.
Huh?
Are we
Yeah.
in the gray zone lockdown or whatever?
It's like a month long.
Were we ever not in lockdown?
again.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, for real. To me, this is the same thing I've been doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's not
nothing's
really affecting
changed.
me. But
But
yeah, do you guys have
anyway.
any advice?
Going back to, I mean, that's kind of it's not a tough question, but I feel like that's a very common question. Like, I feel the hump for going back to the gym is starting. Once you get that consistency going, you'll start to feel it out again. But as Patrick said, things are getting shut down again, and it's kind of hard. Like, the demotivation is at a all-time high. The low
Yeah.
morale is prevalent everywhere.
And that's why we're
motivation
here.
is real. Yeah.
And that's why we're here.
For the high morale, baby.
But honestly, just once you get started, I think that's the biggest obstacle in people's way nowadays.
I agree.
Is just the getting started. People tend to get into their own minds of, oh, I want to make sure I'm doing things efficiently. I want to make sure I'm doing things right. And then that's just a big enough barrier for they just can't get over that hump and that overthinking. And then they just end up not starting at all. That's,
Okay.
in my opinion, that's something that I've seen with many clients.
Over time.
Yeah, exactly. Their thoughts are the thing that's stopping them from doing what they want to do.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. I can speak to this a little because I only started getting back into it maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It sucked. Like, the very first day, it was hard because in my head, I was trying to do things that I did when I was not in my prime, but I
prime.
guess just I haven't reached my prime yet.
Oh yeah.
But
He's peaked.
I haven't peaked yet. But no, just taking it slow. Obviously that sounds cliche, but don't expect yourself to get into things like that quick. Like, you're not going to be going for 1 rep maxes right away. Just things are going to ache for sure. Things are going to hurt the day afterwards. But after a week, it
Okay.
really is. You'll get back into it. Your body will be like, okay, this is how it feels. I'm ready.
There's a fitness principle. I forget what it's called though, but it's a principle that says when you going back to where you were before will be easier than it was when you weren't at that level before. So if you start up here, right? Or sorry, let's say you start down here and then you ended up here.
Yeah.
Like, that journey
It's gonna be harder.
is harder than going down and then trying to go back up to where you were before.
Is
I
it
forget
because
what the principle is.
your body's used to it already? Or your body was once used to it?
Yeah. So it's like going back to that state is won't be as tough.
And also,
And I guess that's the thing.
yeah. Also, like bouncing off what Jordan said, like when because you already know like all the pain you're gonna feel, all the like the tiredness you're gonna feel, like you already experienced it before. So going back to it is not gonna be as hard as your first time. And also, like,
True.
to chime in on this topic, you know how we're all gamers and stuff, and it's like sometimes it's hard for us to like work out because our computer's so close to us and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
You know what I did, you know how, because you know before I would do like my Apex dailies, I would say to myself, I'm gonna do my workout dailies before I start doing my gaming dailies. You know
like
what I mean?
a good mentality.
You know what I
Like
mean? Like I gotta get my
routine.
work in my routine, my dailies. You know, gotta get my
A
dailies.
little mindset
you know?
trick or hack, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
That's what
If
I
the
do.
gym had a battle pass, Patrick
Exactly.
would be a powerlifter.
I don't think it's called a battle pass. It's just a monthly membership.
No, but he needs the goals.
I need the goals. I need the rewards. You know, I gotta get
And
my
he-
money.
and he-
I don't get my
He
money's
needs a
worth.
free one, and then the pay to win one.
Premium battle pass.
Yeah, I'll
Exactly.
be ripped if there was a real battle pass.
He's like, yo, I'm done the battle pass. He just comes in like,
You know
I'm
what?
like,
That
you know how there's like no judge free zones and everything. I'll be judging everyone. It's like, what level's your battle pass?
that's actually a smart thing to do, especially with like if you want gamers to exercise.
True. Get some
Start a
rewards out
gym.
of it.
Start a
start
gym,
it up.
Start
Start
it
a
up,
gym.
yo.
and then battle pass. You get the membership. You have to pay. Okay, obviously you have to pay for membership, but if you want exclusive shit, you have to buy the battle pass. The high
Alright.
You have
morale
to,
battle
like-
pass.
You have to like record your progress, and then however much progress you make, that's how far you are.
You
in your
level
tier.
up your battle pass.
Oh, you ran 1 more minute on the treadmill. Okay, that's a free T-shirt, sir. Take this skin.
Yo, honestly, I
go.
think they could do that. They could link,
Another
right? That's
million-
I
Another
don't think we
$1 million
can air this
idea.
episode.
Cut everything out.
That's actually
Honestly,
a good
like,
idea.
that's, you know, like, what if Good Life partnered with, I don't know, Valorant or something, right? And like, you could see, you know, you only get rewards based on gym time.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I like
shit.
like Good Life partners with like certain video games and stuff. Ooh,
Yo, that'd be crazy.
that'd
That's
be
crazy.
crazy.
Right,
That'd
if
be a
you're
good
out
idea.
there.
Yo,
Because like,
Ryan, Good Life, if you're listening, contact us. We'll make the money.
we'll middlemen.
we'll middleman.
No, because that's actually smart too. Because like gamers are used to paying a premium too, right? You know.
Gamers don't
And
mind
we're used-
paying.
Yeah, we don't. Gamers don't mind, but that's
Ooh.
ooh.
Have we struck gold?
It's like, get this nice skin.
Maybe.
You have to hit a PR though.
Going back to like the Doug Ford closure and thing, do you guys ever think that we could go back to normal?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Like I always have this conversation with my sister, and we always have the same mentality of like, no, I don't think
Yeah, I
so.
don't-
Even
honestly,
even when everyone's vaccinated, I feel like I'm still gonna be wearing a mask. I'm gonna be staying indoors as much as I can. It's just it's life for me now. You know, one year of lockdown, quarantine, or whatever, it hits you.
Yeah, it really does.
yeah, I don't think masks is going away for quite a while. Honestly, I kind of like it. Like,
Yeah.
it's less effort on going out, and if you get like a sick mask that goes with your fit, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty hype beast. You know?
Pretty
Pretty cool.
hypebeast.
Hype beasts were ahead of their time when they were wearing those masks. A lot of us thought, oh, what the hell? Why are you guys wearing that? It looks stupid. But then,
But now, look at
we're,
them.
we're the stupid. We got reverse Uno card.
Big time, big time.
You know what's crazy to me about this? You know how like they keep saying that like numbers are rising, but then the whole time we've been in lockdown, like how do numbers keep on rising? Like, doesn't it kind of go in your mind that okay, at some point are they making up these numbers? Because there's no way
Oh, I don't
cases
know,
are
man.
keep
I don't
on
know.
rising and rising and rising, but we're inside all
I
the
don't
time.
know, man. Because I see, like, when there was, before this week, before they announced the lockdown, there was rumors that they were going to announce, like, an opening. Like, barbershops would open up, tattoo parlors, stuff like that, right? And then in that week, I swear on like Instagram, I saw so many people out in restaurants, just like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
just like forgot how to act for that week.
Fair.
So and
Yeah.
then government was just like, no,
No.
don't do what we told you to do. It's weird. So I guess in a way, people like. It's hard to say with these numbers, you know what I mean? I don't see a benefit in them faking the numbers initially.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's also a benefit.
It's possible.
There's also like they could be using those numbers as fear factor to us for us to stay in. But you know the people nowadays aren't scared of it because it hasn't happened to them. You know,
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
like they're not afraid because they don't know anyone that has been affected or they haven't seen firsthand of the effects of it. That was me too, honestly. I can't lie. But then when my sister started to have placements in the hospital and she told me all like the stuff that she's seen, I'm like, oh, it's real. That's crazy. Look at these stupids,
yeah.
you know, not wearing masks.
It's freaky.
It is freaky. It just goes to show, even a year from now, maybe we're still gonna be in the same place. Have we really solved COVID? You know?
It's been a year.
But
Right.
yeah, going back to like the level of normalcy, I don't think that after this is like a world-changing event, right?
It is.
So I don't believe that at the end of like whether we eradicate this virus or we learn how to subdue it, I don't think that life after this will be equivalent to what it was before.
Yeah.
Like there's gonna be, even if all that were to happen, there's still gonna be in the back of people's minds, right? Like
Yeah.
they're gonna hesitate before going in for the handshake.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean?
For real.
Yeah. Wait, I wanna steer this conversation because I just realized, like, do you guys
Yeah,
get scared of going out because you're Asian?
Honestly, for like me personally, not necessarily because I'm like young and like we live in like Scarborough. It's very like multicultural and stuff and whatnot, and like Asians are pretty prevalent in this area. So it's for me personally, I'm not that scared, but like I'm more scared as like my parents and stuff when they go out or whatever, because like on social media, that's what you see. You see like more of the elderly people get attacked as opposed to like younger people and whatnot.
Yeah. Have you guys ever experienced like that kind of hate towards you guys at any point in your life?
Not really hate, but like there's times where I travel, like before my grandparents used to live in northern Ontario, right? So we used to go visit them a lot. And then when we go out in public, like you don't really, it's not really hate, but it's like you
They're
feel
looking
out of
at you.
place.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
you feel the
yeah.
eyes, but it was never anything sinister.
Yeah.
But it was always just like, oh man, is that look Asian people. Oh my god.
God, they're
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
So I think I'm
Just that
fortunate
kind?
enough that is the extent of my experience with it.
Yeah, similar to mine. It's just nothing like I never really got like attacked personally or whatever. But I remember one time when long time ago when my family and I went to London, England, right? And my family and I were on like one of those double-decker bus of public transportation or whatnot, right? And my parents were speaking to like my uncle that lives there. They're like speaking Tagalog. They're speaking Filipino, right? And some lady was telling them like, oh, you guys shouldn't be speaking that language. You guys should be speaking English in this country, blah, blah, blah. And then like my uncle like just told, like pretty much had to tell her off. And other people on the bus were telling her off and stuff.
That's
like,
good.
Right?
That's good,
And
yeah.
like as a kid, I didn't really understand what was going on. But as I grew up and I realized like that happened, that's crazy, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's messed up.
That's why
Yeah.
some people still think like that. I don't know how. It fucking bewilders me. I don't know.
I know. I guess it stems from their parents too, right? And how they were raised.
Yeah.
You know, if they see their parents doing that at a young age, they're gonna subconsciously copy it for sure. You know,
Yeah,
because that's
for sure.
acceptable behavior in their household. you know. And honestly, we learn more at home than we learn at school in terms of common sense, behavior, and shit like that.
Exactly.
And that's crazy. Something like
Exactly.
where I used to work, that was a common thing. Yeah, it was a common thing, and I got so stone faced it that it's just like a normal part. And what's crazy is like, it's not even. It's mostly the white people. I'm gonna say it. It's mostly the white people.
They're out there in the news. You see them, right?
Yeah.
We're not stereotyping them, but it's why does it always have it when something does happen?
It's them.
You know.
You know. Not
Especially
gonna
if
sugarcoat it.
like you see on social media, like if they don't show the mugshot, they show them like some like family photo picture of them. Instead of whatever.
Instead of an actual
the culprit
mugshot.
is.
Yeah, we're looking at you, CP24 fuckers.
So my question to you guys: if you guys now, the way you guys are, were to experience something like that where they're obviously showing some kind of Asian hate towards you, how would you react to that? Because I know for me, I'm losing my shit. Because in my head right now, I'm like, I can't believe that you still think that way, let alone of Asian people. But I'm pretty sure you think that way of other colored people as well. Like I would lose my shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
For me, I just straight up troll them. You know, I'd put on my accent, my different types of accent, and just start going off on them. Oh my god, why do you think this? Huh? Who do you think you are? You know, that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't there's no point in talking to a wall, you know.
Exactly, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
You can't
There's no
convince. There's no
point in
point of
going off
arguing,
on them.
right?
Just have
There's
fun
no
with it
point.
at that point.
now there's like a big divergence because I feel like tolerance for racism is at a all-time high as well as intolerance for racism because it's either right now you're either racist or you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no like in between, you know.
Right. There's no gray area for this. Like people there's people out there that play devil's advocate for racism. You're just racist.
Yeah, exactly. That's just racist.
Wait, explain
being a
explain that devil's advocate.
Okay, there's how do I explain it? It's like finding the points in an argument, like advocating for another side for sake of advocating for it. But there's some issues where you don't need a devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Because it's just straight up wrong, right?
Like imagine me trying to but Hitler did this. I'd be playing the devil's advocate, but it's so clear that it's Hitler and whatever he did was fucked up. I just in that case would support. I basically support Hitler.
Yeah, in a way, you support it.
Yeah.
Take that out of context.
I don't support Hitler. I don't support Hitler.
This podcast title, Arvin's canceled.
This is twice I've said something controversial.
Hey, they don't know about it. Cut that. We cut that other one out.
You're right.
I cut that out.
Should we steer the topic?
Steer the topic. All right. One of my questions today that I prepared was like a simple question. It's like I guess a two-parter. Okay. What would you tell your 15-year-old self?
Where was I with 15 years old? That's grade 10?
Grade
10th grade, yeah. What would you tell your 10th grade self on how you are
10th
right
grade.
now?
10th grade Patrick, man, don't worry about life, man. It's okay if you shaved your head. No one will make fun of you, man. You're still cute, man. You know, out here 10 years later, you're out here doing a podcast. All your friends are still your friends. You made new ones, and you're just doing great, man. You're doing life to the fullest, and I love you, man. Just keep doing you, man. And you know what? Halo Reach is a really good game. Make sure you enjoy that shit, right?
Oh my god.
That's what I would say to my 15-year-old self.
Nice.
Damn.
What about you,
This guy had
Jordan?
that prepared.
He got that prepared. Yeah.
He was prepared, man. Oh, grade
I was
10.
waiting till the day. Say it.
I just got flashback for a second, bro.
It's like the up music plays, the sad piano.
It gets all the filter gets all soft and shit.
You look down, your Xbox controller's in your hand.
Like my 50-year-old self just hears my voice. Just what?
I will enjoy Halo Reach.
Holy.
Advice I'd give to my old self, that's hard, because I'm of the mentality like you shouldn't regret anything. Like regret is something that is a waste of time.
It is
Because you can't change the past.
You can't change the
Definitely.
past, but if you could, what would you tell yourself? Knowing what you know now,
Come back to me.
I would say, Michael, I know you don't have any friends at that point because you're too busy playing Crossfire, but you know what? That'll pay off because in 10 years, Valorant comes out.
Let's go.
Become a pro.
Damn. No, Michael, I'm probably ready for this.
I know, right?
What do you mean? I think about this every night.
Oh my god.
I can see it. Michael's in the shower just like, I'm so glad I played Crossfire.
I'm so glad I played Crossfire.
Oh god.
Look at my friends. Heart stuck silver, heart stuck bronze. Well, you know what, Michael? You're heart stuck gold.
Oh yeah.
I'm a whole division.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
I prepared for this. What about you, Arvin?
Nothing crazy. I kind of like the way I went through high school. But if anything, probably yeah, take more chances, talk to more people, be more out there. Not that I wasn't, not that I was antisocial or anything, but I could have definitely done more.
I
Yeah.
would say the same thing, but if I were to not steal your point, I would say it goes back to what we talked about in the beginning about the gym. I would say just work, like, don't be afraid to work out. Because when I was that age, you always hear it's like, oh, lifting weights is gonna stunt your growth.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
right?
That's
And I'm like,
that's called mom logic. Did your mom tell you that?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
mom
it
logic.
was kind of based off something, but it's been since disproven. Lifting weights affects your growth and stuff like that. So, but that like freaked me out because I was short. I'm like, I want to be tall, man. I want to dunk.
Right? Me too, man.
So,
And
even like
and then the end of the
when
day,
I was like doing push-ups,
and then 10 years
sorry,
later, I'm still fucking short, man. Come on.
exactly, I'm still short. I might as well have just been jacked.
A lie?
True.
That's one thing I would have told, like, your mom's wrong.
Wrong. Don't listen to your mom.
Honestly, yeah. If I could tell my 15-year-old self, just work out. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just work out, yo.
Cause like insecurity too, right? Like you see a stick going into the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget what people think, especially in the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Especially.
because
Unless
honestly,
your battle pass is lower than mine, then I'm judging you.
Don't listen to Patrick. Don't be like this guy, please.
you know what? We should have like a graphic of a high morale battle pass and just boom, stick it in there.
I'm down.
Nah, Michael. Nah, bro. To get you
Okay,
more
wait.
motivated into the gym. So there's So for us, we're casual gym goers, but for you need to be a ranked gym goer. There needs to be divisions. Then you're in it. Then you're in it, yo.
Yo, you guys are in the bronze? Later, I'm going to the gold.
I'm back.
What are we talking about again?
Anyways.
Anyways.
Sorry, just a quick meeting during the podcast.
That was meeting. That was our sponsor break. What do you mean?
Thank you to our sponsors. Imagine knowing you're pregnant the moment it happens. Science is getting close. They found a hormone
Stop, you're gonna
variant
get
that better
copyrighted.
predicts.
Thanks to our sponsor, Skillshare.
Yo,
Fuck,
so,
I actually forgot what we're
yo,
talking
oh. So, you know, I've been getting emails from fucking, you know, in grade 8, we did this shit called My Blueprint. Do you guys remember that?
I've been getting emails.
You've been
from that
getting
too.
emails?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember what job you guys got assigned or whatever? Because till this day,
Yeah.
I think it's still accurate to me.
Really? Yeah, I got. Or like, I remember what I got. I got like mostly engineering, but you know, fuck
Really?
that.
You know what I got?
Fuck that.
You know what I got? I got a
did you get?
director.
Oh yeah, remember at one point we wanted to be like in the entertainment business?
Yeah, bro.
That's
Look at us
crazy.
now.
Imagine.
Imagine. Crazy. Can't be us.
Yeah, but I've been getting fucking emails from it lately. So I'm like,
So,
yo, it's time
those
to be
who
a
don't know what-
director.
So for those who don't know what My Blueprint is, it's basically like it's a platform to help students track their grades, see their report cards and stuff like that. And they also have a section where you get to do a questionnaire on like, or what do you call those?
Just like a questionnaire survey thing,
Yeah,
and
like
it just tells you like
a survey, your different career options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it gives you like the best career options based on your answers on the
Your
survey
answers.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some good stuff. Well, like as a kid, what were your dream jobs?
Honestly, teacher,
Yeah.
either in the entertainment business, and I guess in high school probably like engineer.
True.
Look at me now,
Yeah,
unemployed.
I'd say the same thing. It's like something in the entertainment, maybe a chef because food, and like something in the basketball like sphere.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Athletics.
Yo,
either a player, coach, or something.
as a
Player
kid, I always wanted to be that motherfucker that, you know, when basketball players fall on the floor and then someone runs onto the court and wipes that shit. As a kid, I wanted that job so bad because you get paid, you get to be super close to all the athletes and stuff, get to watch every game, and you get to clean up famous people's sweat. Like, you don't lose. You get courtside seats, and every now and then you get to run on the court during game time. Like, how do you lose? How do you
Wait.
lose?
Pat, you're so ambitious, dude.
You just see Patrick run on the court. He wipes it up with his tongue.
Wait, do you think they get paid?
They
Do
do
you
get
think they
paid.
get, or is it like a volunteer
I'm pretty
thing?
sure they get paid.
They
Pretty
get
sure they get paid.
Oh, they get paid. Okay.
Yo, they get paid.
some
Yo, do
slave
they-
shit if you
yo,
volunteer for
yo,
that.
is it like do they get championship rings too when the team?
Not everyone in the ACC gets a championship ring.
they're not part of the team?
No.
No.
Okay, that dream job's out of the table.
My sister said the exact same thing that you said, Pat. Like, she's just like, she sees that every time. She's like, oh, that's the dream.
That's the dream. She knows.
That's the freaking dream. What about you, Arvin?
Alright.
What did they
Yeah.
recommend you, if you remember?
Dream. I think I got gym teacher.
Jeez.
Wow.
It's funny,
Okay,
the
that's
phys
kind of
ed.
sick.
but
You're in
it's
the
funny
phys
because
ed.
everyone used to make fun of our gym teachers because they did jack shit during gym. They just literally just took our attendance and threw us a ball. and
Honestly,
went back in our office.
it's
And we
probably
ate that shit up.
yeah, it's probably because they're just sick of it. Not because like they're sick of the job. It's because like over the years, gym is like
Probably.
where the hooligans shine. You know,
Venue was hooligan central.
Have you had a good gym teacher though?
what's
Yeah.
a good
An
gym
impact-
teacher?
Like an
Yes,
impactful one?
100%. My one of my gym teachers actually is the one who got me into working out back in like late grade 10. I used to go to school like an hour and a half early before the school even opened just to work out with him. From then on, I think he sent me
Wow.
on my way. Like I
That's
still
good.
text him like now, like just saying, "Hey, what's up?" Because like we're still close. Like we're close to the point where I follow him on Instagram. and he
Oh,
followed
that's
me. Yeah,
Nice.
cool guy.
I had a gym teacher that actually like made us be
Learn.
healthier. Like it felt like in that year, like everyone was at the like their
Peak.
healthiest of their high school career
Yeah,
almost. Because we
Nice.
would go on like daily runs, and I hated running. But then after a while, I'm like, oh my god, like it's actually getting easier every time. And then we would do like daily stretches, and I'm like, oh, I feel actually limber, like I feel mobile. And then it was just like that consistency, and like he was actually like coming up with like really good like workout routines and circuits and other type of stuff.
Was that teacher like young or
Honestly,
mine
how
was younger.
old do you think?
he was either 20 or 50. Like I don't know, because a few years after I'm pretty sure he retired, but in my memory he was young, so
Oh, true.
it's up in the air.
I mean,
He was
could
also
have had-
bald, so that really skews it.
Is he Asian?
No,
Oh, then how can it be 20 and 50?
Kind of a side note, but I think teachers severely underrated and severely underpaid with the
Yes.
shit they have to deal
Yeah.
with.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Especially in
Teachers
today's
are
environment.
essential. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
super essential.
Like I've noticed that I learned a lot of my stuff growing up from my teachers, like from them directly. And dude, like they're responsible for like just all the shit that we do today. You know, like how today we just casually, like we do like 5 times 3, or we just think, oh, okay, like I should use this there, or like whatever, just like those little things. But you start to notice that other people, like they struggle with those things, or like they constantly have to think like it makes me think that maybe their teachers didn't like teach them that properly. Yeah.
yeah,
For those kind of things, no, I don't thank my I thank my parents for that.
Okay, I
They
had
had
parents,
me,
but
they had me memorize that shit when I was like 3 or 4. You know?
either way, whoever's able to get that sort of information in like a 10-year-old brain deserds kudos.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
patience
Like,
and shit you have to
Have
deal
you guys have you guys ever tried teaching?
To an extent.
To
with. A
extent, just like
little bit.
not like book things. I taught like badminton or whatever, and that still gave me like a hard time and stuff, right?
Yeah. Like I used to do tutoring, right? And then the first time she came, I was like, she was just waiting for me to do something. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So like from then on, I'm like, okay, so I have to prepare something. Even the preparation is hard.
Takes time.
Yeah. And then explaining something to somebody else who doesn't understand, but I understand it really easily is hard.
Difficult.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's like, why don't you know this? It's this simple.
Right?
But you can't
It's so
think
obvious
like
to you.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
obvious to me, but it's not obvious to them.
Exactly. Like your way of thinking won't necessarily translate to the way they think.
Yeah.
You have to you have to figure out how they figure out things, and then cater that learning process to them. And it's weird.
Yeah. And now take
It's definitely a skill.
take that and do that with 30 other kids all at once, and that's a teacher.
That's a teacher. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Who
so
all
hard.
think different from that one kid.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But
Shout out to the
lucky they
teachers, man.
have-
You guys are doing great out here.
Yeah, true. Shout out.
You guys are doing
But-
God's work, man.
They honestly, they are. Yeah. Educating children.
Yeah, you guys are educating our future, man.
And then you have those students that are like assholes to teachers. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
Yeah.
just
And
cringe.
they have to put up with that stuff
Yeah.
too.
That's
crazy.
just
I can't
cringe.
imagine.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And then sometimes it's not even just the kids, right? Sometimes they gotta deal with like the kids' parents and whatnot. You know what I mean?
That's the worst.
That
you know
is
what I
the
mean?
worst.
Dealing with parents is ungodly. I can't imagine having to do it in education, because like I think we talked about this in another podcast.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah,
one of our
perhaps.
beta podcasts.
Might have been, but me and Arvin deal with parents in an athletic sense, like,
Yeah.
and that itself. Oh my god, parents are monsters, dude. I get it. It's your kid.
Yeah.
But yo,
guys are
just trust me.
human.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I watched this movie recently. I forgot what it's called, but it was about a substitute teacher, and it's mostly about like the hardships and stuff that like substitute teachers go through. And like honestly, like after watching that movie, I just wanted to go back and just thank like all my teachers and stuff. You know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And like I can't imagine what it's like being a teacher nowadays, having to try to teach and create a curriculum over like a computer over a Zoom, right? It's crazy.
Oh yeah, for
Right?
real.
It's crazy. And like and also retaining attention to that and all that, right? And like keeping your kids from playing video games and keeping them engaged. Like it's probably super ultra hard. Like I can only imagine.
Because my little brother is in online school, right?
Yeah.
And he's like turning 10 this year.
Yeah.
Already, wow.
I know, right? Time flies. His teacher's doing a really good job of like keeping the class like
Engaged.
Engaged.
in their curriculum and stuff like
That's
that.
good.
And it's like super baffling because I have no idea how I would even tackle such a feat.
Exactly. Even looking at it as a student perspective, because even I won't even lie to you. Even if I was a student, it's gonna be hard for me to pay attention, man.
I'm gonna be honest
real.
with you guys. I'm taking classes right now, and I have not been to a class just because
Yeah, see,
I don't want to. You know?
Even college kids have a hard time. Like imagine like elementary kids, right?
I was also gonna say it's not also the teacher's fault about how like the retention of the students. It's also the system itself, you know,
Yeah.
because the school board wants a uniform plan or like a uniform education. They have
Yeah.
to stick with it, you know. They can't make up
Yeah.
the only thing they can be creative is how they deliver their material. But the education system right now is just poo. Honestly, they should change it. Because fun fact, the education system right now was built for students to become employees. So, you know,
Seems that way.
it kills our creativity.
Does feel that way. Yeah, it's hard for teachers to do their job with such. It's like they're doing their job with like one hand tied behind their back.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost. More times, hopefully they succeed, especially nowadays. But yeah, just know that if you're a teacher, we're all rooting for you.
Yeah.
You guys are the real ones.
For real.
Shout out to the teachers, man.
Really. Yeah.
But also shout out to the students, to the good students, you know? And this is part of my my next question. What kind of advice do you guys have for students right now? Even in elementary school, high school, college. You guys have any advice?
I would. It's because we have the hindsight of education. They don't, so it's hard to take whatever people ahead of you take seriously because you're always like they don't know the situation I'm in. They're not here right now. But my hindsight advice is don't take this education for granted.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're in online school right now. It doesn't feel as serious as it once did. It's a new experience for like everyone, but don't take the information they're trying to give to you for granted. Because you might not need it. Honestly, you might not need it. But it's still learning is a very powerful thing. You might not initially apply it to what they're trying to teach you, but you could apply it to something else in the future. Just having that in your arsenal is something that you shouldn't take lightly.
Yeah.
I agree
Couldn't
with
have
that.
said it better
100%.
myself. But let me modify the question. What would you tell yourself as back then as a student?
Don't take education lightly. I don't know.
The same thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, I would tell myself to build a good habit of doing work. You know,
Definitely.
because I just ended up being lazy and stopped not doing my readings and stuff like that. And here's another tip. Those suggested readings, you have to do.
them.
Do them. You have to do those readings. Suggested homework, it's not suggested. You got to do it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
you'll
man.
fall behind. Do your
Yeah.
homework.
Student me, read more, man. Student me, you should have read more.
Yeah.
Reading.
Student me should have read more.
Yeah, I still find myself falling into the bad habits that I had when I was younger. I always thought in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna snap out of it. I'm gonna just turn it on.
Yeah.
But nah, those habits stick with
Not
For real.
It's not that
you for a
easy.
lot.
It's not
Yeah,
that
it's
easy.
Not that easy.
You always think you could like just flip the switch, like I could just stop or like stop this habit whenever. But like when you keep thinking that, it becomes like an addiction, not even a habit anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is an addiction. That's what it is. Yeah.
Like,
One of my
Addicted to procrastinating.
exactly.
Yeah. One of my teachers was like, "Are you guys addicted to anything?" And we're like, "No, we're not addicted to anything," because we're thinking of like drugs, alcohol, and stuff.
Yeah, right.
And then he's like, and then I don't know who. I think it was my religion teacher. He's like, "I bet you guys are addicted to procrastination," and we're like, "Damn."
Well, shit.
Well, but yeah, ever since that, I'm like, damn, procrastination is a drug. It's not a hard drug, but it's
Deadly.
addicting.
Advice, huh? Advice for okay, maybe not to my younger self, but just generally to
Or
high
to
school
anyone,
students.
yeah.
High school students, especially, it's high school, man. Everything gets better after high school, usually. Like, I know people
Oh yeah.
who were nobodies in high school. They didn't talk to anybody, but now the glow up was real. They're living their best life. It's fucking high school, man. Like, some people peak in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
high school is a fucking
Later.
jungle, honestly. You guys believe that? High school was a jungle?
Well, you always see it in like media and like
Movies.
cartoons and shows, and then it's like nothing like what they portray, but in a sense, it's still a jungle.
Yeah.
Its own
Yeah.
beast.
In its own beast. But yeah, advice, last and final advice for students, man, is just respect your teachers, man. They're doing
Yeah.
hard out here. They're doing hard. They're
100%.
doing their best out here.
Respect your
Cool.
teachers and respect one another.
Yeah, respect
I have a
one
quick one.
another.
I have a quick one for high school students. Popularity ain't shit. Like, popularity doesn't mean anything. Like, those popular kids now in high school, where are they?
Where are they?
Exactly.
Some of them
Yeah.
peaked in high
Exactly.
school.
Yeah.
Just be cool with everybody. Popular doesn't mean shit. Popular usually just meant like you're on a sports team or something. Even then, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
You know what's cool? Education. Studying.
Education.
Getting a good future.
reading.
A good credit score.
Respect.
Yeah.
A good credit score. Yeah.
Good credit
That's
score.
what's cool.
Investment.
But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. That was High Morale Slice of Life episode. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have anything else to say?
Do you think we reached the objective for today?
I think we reached today's objective, yeah, because I was going to talk more about just advice and stuff, but we got a little off topic, but it was good off topic, you know?
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
I agree.
with
We went hard on the education.
Yeah,
Hard on
hard on
education.
education.
'Cause it's,
Touched upon COVID, you know. Touched
Touch
upon,
upon
you know,
racism.
racism and, you know, current events. You know,
Damn, that was all in today's episode.
that was all in today's episode, man.
Less than 1
Crazy.
hour. You know?
Crazy.
That's what I like to do. Less than 1 hour episodes. 'cause I
efficiency.
feel like 1 hour.
Efficiency.
1 hour is a little
So if
too
you see
long.
the timestamp and it's like 40 minutes, it's a Michael episode.
Yeah. Quick. Anyways, anything else, guys?
No, that's
Yeah,
I
we
think
got
we're
that's all
good.
we got this
Yeah,
week.
I think we're good.
All right. Yeah. All right. You know what? Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys next time. You know, peace out. Leave a comment on what do you think we could do better or any topics you guys want us to talk about. And yeah, catch us on our socials down in the link below. And have a good high morale day. Peace.
All right, easy.
When did this start being our thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.